I'm Mark, 31. I was supposed to get married in 6 weeks. Supposed to. My fiancée, Jessica, 29, and I had been together 2 years, engaged for 8 months. Everything seemed fine until 3 nights ago, when she walked in holding a manila folder and a strange smile. "Sign this real quick," she said. "It's just a prenup. My friend, a paralegal, drew it up. Standard stuff." Red flag number 1. Standard stuff doesn't need a paralegal friend instead of an actual lawyer. I started reading. By page 3, I was laughing out loud. Here's the summary. My house, my savings, my 401k, all instantly became marital property. Her $80,000 in student debt became mine. If we divorced, we'd split everything 50-50, except I'd keep 100% of her debt. I'd cover all household expenses while she focused on her career. And if we had kids, I'd pay 100% of childcare. Basically, what's mine is ours, what's hers is mine, and I'm the ATM. "You're joking," I said. "It protects both of us," Jessica said. "How does giving up half my assets and taking on your debt protect me?" "You make more money. It's fair." "I make $85,000 as a software developer. She makes $52,000 in marketing. Not exactly a gap that justifies legalized robbery." "Did you even read this before bringing it home?" "My friend explained it. It's normal for the higher earner to take care of things." "You want me legally responsible for your student loans?" "They'll be our loans once we're married anyway." "No, they won't. That's not how marriage works." Her face went red. "Are you seriously being selfish? After everything we've been through?" We hadn't been through anything. 2 normal years, no drama. "I'm not signing this," I said. "It's completely one-sided. I lose everything if this doesn't work out." "So you're already planning for divorce. Nice to know you're not committed." I almost respected the manipulation. "Fine," she snapped, snatching the folder back. "Don't sign it. But there's no wedding without it." I looked at her. Really looked, and realized I didn't know this woman at all. "Okay," I said, "no wedding." Her jaw dropped. "Excuse me? If the price of marrying you is signing away everything I own and taking on your debt, I'm out." "This is just a piece of paper." "Then why do you need my signature on it?" I grabbed my keys and left for my brother's place. She called my name down the hallway. I didn't look back. That was 3 days ago. She's called 38 times, texted nearly 100 messages, from "baby, please come home" to "you're throwing away our future over nothing." I haven't answered. But I did call our wedding photographer and told them to bill the $1,200 cancellation fee to Jessica, since she's the one who made the wedding conditional on a fake legal document. The photographer was confused but took her info down anyway. She sent me a screenshot of that bill. "Are you serious right now?" "Dead serious," I replied. "You made this bed." Update 1. 5 days later. Things got mental fast. After I posted about this online, my brother called the prenup financial abuse in a folder. Jessica saw the attention and lost it. Day 2. She showed up at my office, told reception she was meeting her fiancé for lunch. Security walked her out once I confirmed we weren't together anymore. She screamed in the lobby about being abandoned during wedding planning. My boss pulled me aside afterward. I gave him the short version and started documenting everything. Day 3. Her mother called. "What's this nonsense about canceling the wedding?" "I'm not canceling anything. Jessica made it conditional on a prenup that hands me her debt and takes half my assets." "You're supposed to take care of her. That's marriage." "Marriage is a partnership, not me being a wallet." "She's already sent 150 invitations. Do you know how embarrassing this is?" "You should have thought of that before demanding I sign a terrible prenup." "You're being a child. Real men provide. Real women don't try to legally trap men into their debt." She hung up. Day 4. Jessica texted that she forgave me and we could move forward if I just apologized and came home. I told her the engagement was over. Her response: "Fine, then you owe me $15,000. My half of the wedding deposits. I laughed because I had every receipt. Venue, $5,000. Catering, $3,000. Photographer, $300. DJ, $100. Flowers, $1,200. Total, over $13,000. Every cent from my account. She'd been saving for the honeymoon, which apparently meant not contributing $1 to the wedding itself. Check your bank records, I said. You haven't paid for any deposits. She stopped responding. Day 5. The venue called. Jessica wanted to keep the date with a different groom. I told the coordinator to transfer the contract fully into her name. 2 hours later, Jessica called screaming that they wanted $12,000 from her by next week. Not my problem, I said. You can't just leave me with this debt. Isn't that exactly what your prenup wanted me to do with yours? That's different. We'd have been married. So legal paperwork forcing me to take your debt is fine, but a contract requiring you to pay your share isn't. Interesting. She hung up. Then came the real twist. That paralegal friend who wrote the prenup? Not a paralegal, a life coach with one online legal course. My actual lawyer confirmed the document was so badly written it would have been thrown out in any court. The debt transfer clause wasn't even enforceable in our state. My lawyer sent Jessica a formal letter declaring the prenup invalid, plus a cease and desist for the office visit and the calls. Her reply, I can't believe you got a lawyer, so dramatic. You brought a fake prenup, I said. I brought a real lawyer. Seems proportional. She never canceled the flowers or the DJ. Those cancellation fees, about $2,000, landed on me since I'd booked them. Worth every penny to be free. Update 2. 2 weeks later, Jessica started calling my entire family, telling everyone I'd left her at the altar. We never got near an altar, but details didn't matter to her. My mom called, horrified, after I sent her the prenup. My dad's response was simpler. Good riddance. Jessica's family went nuclear. Her dad threatened to sue me for emotional damages. My lawyer politely explained that's not how any of this works. Her sister posted vague, toxic men content online. I stayed quiet and let people draw their own conclusions once they saw the prenup. The venue called again. Jessica never signed the transfer or paid the balance, and they were now threatening to sue her since she'd verbally promised to keep the date. She apparently told them to bill me instead. They had my email trail proving otherwise. The caterer asked if the wedding was still happening. I said no, and they kept their $3,000 deposit. Jessica called furious that I'd canceled without asking. There's no wedding, I said. Why would we need catering? She tried one more angle. A small wedding, no prenup, just family. I declined. One mistake and you throw away 2 years, she said. Trying to legally trap me into taking $80,000 of debt isn't a mistake. It's a plan. I asked how much she'd actually saved for the honeymoon we'd planned. Long silence. Then, about $2,000. The honeymoon was supposed to cost $8,000. I was covering the rest. I'd paid over $13,000 in wedding deposits while she put away $2,000. And she wanted my financial future tied to her debt. Then I learned the real story. That life coach had been charging Jessica $200 an hour for months of financial planning sessions, and the prenup was the result. Screenshots surfaced of Jessica talking about securing my financial future and making sure he handles the debt. This wasn't a misstep. It was a strategy, built with a paid coach, aimed squarely at me. My lawyer added it to the cease and desist as evidence of premeditated manipulation. Jessica showed up at my apartment next. My Ring camera caught it all. Let me in, we need to talk. No, leave or I'm calling the police. I'm not leaving until you talk to me. I called the non-emergency line. An officer arrived in 15 minutes and told her to go. She tried arguing. He threatened a trespassing arrest. She left, then texted, calling the cops on me, real mature. I didn't reply. Her mother emailed next, subject line, "You will regret this." 3 paragraphs about what a mistake I was making. I forwarded it to my lawyer, who replied, "This family is unhinged." The wedding would have been in 4 weeks. I spent that weekend at my brother's cabin instead. Steaks, beer, fishing, video games. Single and debt-free. Final update, 3 weeks later. The wedding date came and went, yesterday in fact. Here's how it all settled. Total cancellation costs landed on me. Photographer, DJ, flowers, plus the non-refundable catering deposit, about $12,200 altogether. A steep price, but cheap compared to a lifetime tied to someone who saw me as a bank account. Jessica never paid the venue balance. They sued her for the remaining $12,000 last week. She called me crying. "They're suing me. You have to help." Why would I? You transferred the contract to me knowing I couldn't pay. You told them you wanted to keep the date. They sent you a contract. You didn't pay. That's between you and them. You're really going to let them sue me? I'm not letting them do anything. You created this. She called me vindictive, said I was punishing her for one mistake. Stop calling it one mistake, I said. Months with a life coach planning how to trap me financially, a fake prenup, harassing me at work, showing up after I told you to stay away. That's not a mistake. That's who you are. I loved you, she said. People who love you don't try to scam you. I hung up and blocked her number for good. Her parents sent my parents a bill for their share of wedding costs my parents hadn't actually paid. My lawyer sent one final cease and desist warning of harassment charges. Silence followed. Her sister kept posting vague digs online until a mutual friend called her out publicly. Then she deleted everything. She also demanded a refund from the life coach, who refused. Jessica left bad reviews everywhere. The coach threatened a defamation suit, and Jessica backed off. Karma, working in mysterious ways. Financially, I'm out roughly $12,200. Not nothing, but far less than what a real divorce under that prenup would have cost me. My brother put it best. I dodged a much bigger bullet. Mentally, I'm good. The first week had some doubt, some what-ifs. Then I'd remember the office ambush, the fake legal document, the entitlement, and the doubt disappeared. I lost nothing worth keeping. Yesterday, what should have been our wedding day, my brother and I grilled steaks, played poker, and I won $50. Phone off all day. When I turned it back on, 3 voicemails from Jessica were waiting. The first, at 2 p.m. I can't believe you're really not showing up. Everyone's asking where you are. The second, at 4 p.m. My mom paid for the venue last minute. This is so humiliating. The third, I hope you're happy. You ruined what should have been the best day of my life. I called a friend who'd been invited to the original wedding. Turns out Jessica's mother paid the venue balance the night before, invited all 150 guests, and ran the ceremony anyway, minus a groom. Jessica stood at the altar and gave a speech about toxic masculinity and men who can't handle strong women, then held the reception regardless. Full dinner, dancing, the whole production. A party celebrating her own singleness. Most guests left after the ceremony. Only close family and friends stayed for dinner. Cost her mother around $18,000. I saved those voicemails just in case. I'm back in my house. Changed the locks, updated security, blocked her entire family. Signed up for a course on asset protection and prenups, so next time I actually understand what I'm signing, if there is a next time. My brother asked if I'm ready to date again. Not yet. I need time to process how close I came to legally chaining myself to someone who saw me as a piggy bank, but I'm not bitter, just more careful. Losing the money stings. Losing 2 years stings more. But finding out exactly who she was before signing a marriage license? Priceless. To everyone who told me I was harsh for sticking her with that photographer bill, she stuck herself with it the moment she made our wedding conditional on financial manipulation. Natural consequences are real. She's dealing with hers. I'm dealing with mine. Mine means single and debt-free. Hers means lawsuits and a wedding reception with no groom. I'll take my outcome every time. If someone ever tries to trap you financially, legally, or emotionally, run. The short pain of walking away is nothing compared to the long damage of staying. The wedding would have been yesterday. Instead, I ate a great steak and won $50 playing poker. Best decision I ever made.